Hey guys, and welcome to my stream. Today we are having a chill day. Welcome, rock stars. I'm Natty Rock. If you're on the replay crew, we're just having a chill time. We're just gonna kind of talk about whatever comes to mind, and we'll see where the chat takes us. So, if like I said, you're on replay crew, I highly suggest subscribing and hitting that bell icon so you can join us when we talk live because it just adds another layer to the conversation. But without further ado, I'm gonna get right into it. It looks like Danette is here. Welcome, Danette. I'm so happy and excited you're here on the beginning of a stream. I know that was something you talked about, wanting to be here at the beginning of a stream, so hooray, you did it. Um, One second. Danette, let me know if you can still hear me and see me. Just checking in. Okay, yeah. All right, so she was here. I wasn't sure. But yay, so you're here. Let's see. I Things to catch up on. I don't remember if you were here for no, you were definitely here when we picked the book. So you picked the book with us. Um the book streams will officially be Thursdays from now on. So now it's kind of official. The streaming schedule is going to be Mondays is missing persons cases, Thursdays is the book stream. Um and then Tuesday, Wednesday are kind of open to whatever. If there's a case update that needs to happen, or like part twos of missing persons cases, or just like a chill day like today, that'll happen. Either next week or the following. I'm gonna do that Vegas YouTubers a live stream, so I'm excited for that. That's kind of the catch ups for right now. But how have you been, Danette? What do you want to talk about today? Anything in particular? Um, we can talk about true crime, but I'm like low key like not in the mood. I've been obsessed with travel lately. Um so that's been really fun. Like I missed having that like travel bug, or at least like the travel content bug, I guess you could say. So it's been really nice to like have a little bit of a renaissance. I've been editing finally again, which has been like a big struggle for me. Um so I was thinking about editing maybe on the stream a little bit today. I'm not 100% sure. Um so yeah. I guess Danette wants to talk about what's been going on in my life. So I guess that's what's been going on in my life is trying to find balance as always. And trying to get into the groove of things. I'm like I said, got that travel bug. I've been editing. So it says what program do you edit with? I edit with Filmora. I haven't tried um sharing my screen while editing before. So hopefully it'll pick up. I don't know how that would work because I usually like share just the tab with the that'll be interesting. I'll see how that works. Sharing the entire screen is gonna be interesting. Oh, I guess maybe I don't have Filmora open right now, so let's see if it'll pick it up. Um so yeah, I really enjoy Filmora. It's pretty inexpensive comparatively to like a Final Cut Pro. I had Final Cut Pro and then I lost Final Cut Pro because of a computer issue. But truthfully, um, I was already having a bit of an issue getting motivated to edit, and trying to edit with Final Cut Pro absolutely ruined my motivation, ruined my drive for it. I've always had like a really tumultuous relationship when it comes to like getting around to edit things. Like I love filming. I love filming. I love to like capture moments and stuff like that, but like editing afterwards, I hate it. Like there's times that I love it and I like absolutely am so happy about it, but most of the time I like even talking about it, I'm like getting this like weird anxious like shitty energy. um so I have a very like love-hate relationship with editing, and I guess that's why I like live streaming is because I don't have to, or part of it. Honestly, the main part is like I'm able to connect with you guys like more just more, I guess, like more and deeper and more like just live, and being able to talk with you guys back and forth is like way more fulfilling to me than editing a video for hours and hours on end, not sure if the video is gonna break down and crash because that's happened to me before. And after like tens of hours of editing and going through that whole thing and going through this like whole shit cycle with it. I don't have to go through all that. Like I can connect with you guys directly and um editing is just such a bitch for me. And so it's like to go through all that struggle and hassle and like mental anguish and shit. Um just to like in the end, like I've always thought about YouTube as like a community and that's what I've always wanted. Um is the community aspect of YouTube and be able to speak with people and form like a relationship with other people online. And so that wasn't happening. Like when I was posting, I like maybe get one or two comments, um, which wasn't fulfilling to me. Like I wanted to be able to like make something and then talk to people like in real life on real time. You know what I mean? And so like this is so much more fulfilling to me because I get to sit down and talk with you guys and like actually go back and forth and it's not just like this one-sided thing that's like just super I hate not having the community aspect. That's what I came to YouTube for. That's what I've always said I came to YouTube for because it's the truth. So yeah, that's my little rants on editing and now I'm just like so bogged down thinking about editing. Oh my god. Crystal just joined the chat. What is up, Crystal? Welcome. It's good to have you on the chat. Thanks for hanging out. I'll have to check out your other channel. What did you usually make videos about, Jeanette? Um, yeah. So it's my little editing rants. Maybe I'll edit a little bit. Let me see if it'll even share my editing screen. I haven't even tried it. Let's see, window. Yeah, would be interesting to try that, but I don't know how well that'll work. John said, "Hi, Natty. Thanks for having me." Hi, John. Welcome back. Uh, the weird casualness. Oh, I didn't know Crystal was gonna be here. Of course, Crystal was gonna be here. Get out of here. Yeah, definitely do. I'd definitely love to check it out. Um, Crystal said, "Sorry to ruin it for you, John." um, like, what would you do, like family vacations and stuff like that? Because that's cute. That's where I started my channel, like way back, like 4 years ago. I started my channel and it was trips to Universal Studios. Um, and I still want to continue to do travel stuff even though I'm doing true crime. I've actually been considering, I would love to get your guys' opinion and feedback. I've been thinking about changing my like YouTube banner to say like travel and true crime or the other way around. Whichever. I don't know. I change my YouTube banner so ridiculously often. It's like every few months I'm like, I need to do something different. I don't know why. I just like I guess nothing ever like it's like it feels good in that time, but then after a little bit I'm just like, you know. So I don't know. I would love to get your thoughts on that. I don't know what I would do. I guess like I need to take like a nice photo for my banner for once. Not just like reuse a photo that I took before that wasn't for the banner. I just have such a hard time making them, you know? So yeah, I don't know. I'd love to get you guys' thoughts and opinions on it. That sounds really cute. You'll have to show it to me. Um, so yeah, that's that on that. Why? Ugh, Jesus. Have you guys seen the stuff about the people who died at the Travis Scott concert. I just had somebody text me about the whole thing and like this EMT video. It was like from what I heard, it was a really, really fucked up situation. So the venue was like overcrowded. Um and like they had a horrible time. Like people were literally getting squashed to death. And it was a just an absolute shit show mess because that was happening. People literally died and they were trying to get the bodies out. And Travis Scott didn't stop. From what I heard, I don't know. I haven't read the stuff. I've heard from like secondhand that like they didn't stop playing music. They didn't do anything. Like the crowd still kept going. They were trying to like get in there and they were still crowding the like emergency services people. Um and so yeah, it was a really, really fucked up situation. Somebody, like I said, just sent me um the video from that. It's actually an EMT who is working the show speaks out. That's the video. Let me see. Maybe we can watch that today. We can talk about that. I'm gonna look up the Travis Scott Astroworld. I'm sure it'll pop up immediately. Lee just joined the chat. Hey, hey, welcome. Dragon Man joined the chat. Welcome, you guys. Oh my god, it's so good to have you guys. I love how I was thinking nobody was really gonna show up today because it's just like a random chat day, but I guess you guys are probably gonna I don't know. I would love to hear what you guys want to talk about. I It's so stupid. People are saying that this whole thing with this concert was like a satanic thing, and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Um So it says that at least 8 people died when the crowd compressed towards the stage at the Houston event. Um, 8 died and many were injured. Actually, let's go ahead and I have to no. 1 second. Let me find a better article. Oh, Astroworld is a festival? I didn't realize that. I thought the Astroworld was his concert, like his tour name. That's the word I was looking for. All right, so let's watch a video about this because this is really interesting. And I think it could be a good thing to cover. Then it said, so what's on everybody's mind this evening? Yeah, I would love to know what you guys want to talk about. What? Can somebody get me the info on this? So Crystal says, but the media is saying people were bombarded, but no one is talking about injections. Some people got injected by something they needed to use Narcan. What the frick? Um Oh man, of course John is. um Really? Dragonman said something similar happened in 1979 at a Who concert in Cincinnati, Ohio. Um, Wild. I could totally see that happening at a Who concert for some reason. I could just picture it. Yeah, so wait, what is this thing about drugs? I'm so confused. What the fuck? Okay, so let's watch this video that was posted of the like stampede happening. 1 second. Okay. All right, cool. You guys can see that okay. We're gonna mute this over here. And off we go. What the fuck?
Let me caution people not to buy into the rumors, okay? Because there are a lot of rumors, but nothing is left out off the table.
Okay, I'm gonna read out these captions just in case anybody's listening and not watching. It says rapper okay, so I'm gonna go back actually so that I can read that to you guys. So there's people yelling for help, as you might have heard at the beginning. All right. Multiple people were killed during a stampede at the Astroworld Music Festival. Chaos broke out when the crowd of 50,000 surged towards the stage. The cause of the stampede is still unknown.
Because there are a lot of rumors.
Rapper Travis Scott and other organizers are being sued.
Honestly, just devastated.
Can I just say that, like, every once in a while something major happens, something like fucked up like this happens, especially when it comes to like concerts, and one of the first things that people start doing is suing the performer, which to me makes absolutely zero sense, because the performer is not in any way, shape, or form like able to control this issue. Like, they don't know what's going on. So John says that he's apparently, like, in John's opinion, that Travis Scott is very phony in this video. But like rappers, like artists, musical artists in general, they're not the ones setting up these events. Their record labels are the ones setting up these events. The record labels hire out people to do this stuff. There are teams that manage all of this stuff. Like, that I can understand. But like, to be going after the artist makes no sense. They don't have control in the moment. They don't know what's going on. They're up on the stage, the lights are in their face, everybody's screaming at all times. You know what I mean? They're performing. Like, that, how are they in control if something goes wrong? They're not. I mean, like, this is how many performers have been killed before. You know what I mean? Dave just entered the chat. Welcome, Dave. We're talking about the whole Travis Scott Astroworld concert fiasco, which just seems like a whole craziness. We're watching a news thing, and then we're gonna watch his concert, like one of the EMTs who was at the concert talking about the whole situation. So welcome to the stream. Love having new people on here. What the hell? Okay, so Crystal said that she watched a news broadcast, don't remember what channel. A security guard needed Narcan. They found a needle mark on his neck and reports of other needed Narcan. Okay, so I'm gonna look into this. I'm gonna look into this while we listen and watch Travis Scott talk about the situation.
I could never imagine anything like this just happening.
You know, it is supposed to be a good time, and this is not something you would expect to be doing after going to a festival, going to a memorial for the people that died in this festival.
And when we read these ages, 14, 16, 21, 21, 23, 23, 27, just breaks your heart.
Hundreds of people are still recovering from injuries, and investigations are underway. That's so fucked up that a 14-year-old and a 16-year-old, like, anybody's life Like anybody who dies in this kind of a situation is a tragedy. Um, but there's something about teenagers and young kids and stuff like that being affected and being killed that like just in my opinion is so much worse. Not like that their life is more valuable, but it's more, I think, impactful to most people just because you have just begun your life. I mean, even at 21, 23, you've just begun your life. Like, you have just begun your life. But at 14, you don't know anything. You don't know shit. And so it's like, it's just, ugh, it's fucking heartbreaking. John said 14-year-olds there. Where's the mom and dad? I will say that just because something did happen to this 14-year-old doesn't mean that mom and dad weren't there or that a guardian wasn't there or somebody wasn't trying to watch over them. The crowd engulfed everything and completely pushed forward and squished people to death. So, you know, just because they were there doesn't mean that like their parents are being negligent. Also, like at 14, there are, I don't know, my family would have never done this. But I know plenty of people who at 14, their parents feel comfortable letting them go to a concert. You know, but at the same time, it's like you drop your kid off at a concert thinking that it's going to be a safe environment, you know, and that you're going to go in and you're going to come out. You don't expect somebody to fucking die at a concert. You know what I mean? And I think like for a lot of parents, sending their kid, like taking their kid to a concert, you know, like taking them, dropping them off at the concert and picking them back up when it's over, is kind of a first foray into responsibility and the ability to kind of go off and do their own thing and kind of a first step into like being their own person and doing their own things and that's a big leap for people. So it's like really really heartbreaking that like a 14-year-old and a 16-year-old died because again it's like the concerts to from what I've seen can be kind of the first step in independence for a child and growing up. Lee said there were 10-year-olds there. I mean, yeah, I'm sure they probably were. Lee said I would have assumed they had age restrictions, but I guess not. John made a comment about the kind of music, and I think Crystal put it really well here. Kids at a concert, I could see why some people are upset about a 14-year-old, but music is for all ages. I categorize music as self-care. I went to concerts and shows starting in early teens. Yeah, I think my first concert was probably around 14, 15 also. Hey, welcome back. It says, why is there never a light-hearted conversation when I come in here? Angry face. I'm sorry. We're gonna get to lighthearted conversation. We're gonna talk about this Travis Scott thing really quick. We're gonna watch a video from it, and then we're gonna talk about travel. We're gonna talk about this trip that I'm like drooling over and I wish I could go on, but is insanely expensive. So we're gonna talk about some lighthearted stuff in a second. John said, I know, but a 14-year-old minor should have had an adult with them. I don't necessarily agree. Yeah, a 14-year-old can't go into an R-rated movie by themselves. But again, I think, like I said, I think a lot of people trust going to a concert as the first foray into independence because going to a concert is supposed to be the safe thing. It's supposed to be, you know, this X amount of time. I drop you off at the door. I pick you right back up at the door. You don't go anywhere. You don't talk to anybody. You stay. You go to your seat, whatever. You know what I mean? Like this is how people start doing this thing. It's like maybe you go to a party earlier and then the concert's kind of the next big step. So I don't necessarily agree that a 14-year-old shouldn't be going to a concert by themselves. I think they should be going with at least a few friends. Um, but just because this 14-year-old died doesn't necessarily mean that their parent wasn't there. They could have been there. They could have been part of the squash. We don't know at this point. And I'm not going to pass judgment on their parents either way, whether they were there or not. Lee said, while scrolling, I saw a guy say he took his kids 10 and 16 and he left when it started to feel strange. I'm very glad that that person left. Said, what do you want me to call you, by the way? Because I can't say that whole name. That's just not even a word, you know? So let me know how to say that. They said, I went to a festival when I was 12. It was 18 plus, by the way. I worked there. Where are you from that you were allowed to work at 12? Okay. It says, call me Boop. By the way, Twitch delay is horrendous. I'm sorry. And said we could talk about Skylanders. I don't know anything about Skylanders. So I'm sorry. We could talk about Disney. I'm always up for Disney or Harry Potter. Lee said certain concerts, sure, but the atmosphere that the artist promotes should be considered. I could understand that. I could understand that. But I think it also depends on the person and their family, you know, what their family thinks of it. I'm not gonna judge somebody. You know, I'm not gonna judge somebody for allowing their kids to go to this kind of a concert. Yeah, Travis Scott's music is definitely not you know, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or like Old McDonald, right? But it's definitely rap music, not PG rap music either. So, you know, I can understand that it should be considered, but again, at the end of the day, we're not the parents of that 14-year-old or that 16-year-old, so let's see. Crystal said, at 14, I paid for my own tickets, and if I needed to have a parent, I would have never been able to go. My mom was a single mother, but yes, my daughter had dragged me to many One Direction concerts years ago. I'm so sorry that you got drug into a One Direction concert. That sounds terrible. Sounds terrible. I do. One Direction was kind of my time. Me and your daughter are probably around the same age now that I think about it, which is kind of funny. But I did not like One Direction one bit. I hated One Direction. I hated One Direction. I hated Justin Bieber. I was not a boy band kind of a girl. That was just not me. I hated all of it. So, I do like Harry Styles now. Like, I'm not like obsessed with him. I'm not like really a big fan or anything, but I do like his style. Like, I love the way he dresses and stuff like that. I love it. I do like some of his like new music. Like, his new album is pretty good, like from some of the songs I've heard. But yeah, One Direction, oh no. Oh my god, I hated it. I had so many friends too who were like obsessed with One Direction. I fucking hated it. Couldn't stand it. Boop said, my dad, sister, two brothers, and sister-in-law worked there, so I got a very early work pass. That's crazy. What concert was it? What artist? John said, the point is, you can't drop a 14-year-old off at an R-rated movie and come back 2 hours later. So it makes no sense to drop them off at a rap show. I guess that's fair. But again, you know, people are gonna do what they want to do. I don't think that it's necessarily any better or worse to drop them off at a pop show. You know what I mean? What's that pumpkin off the drop? I think music is music. Kids are gonna want like what they're gonna like, and I'm not gonna judge them for it. I literally haven't seen this meme at all. They said Backstreet Boys. LOL, I feel old as fuck. Um, yeah, I am 4 years older than your daughter. Um, it's funny. John, don't be an ass. Boop said, I listened to Mozart when I was young. I used to listen to Mozart to sleep all the time. Only 1,700 kids remember. God damn it, Boop, that's hilarious. He said, I like Linkin Park. um, sorry, Boop, apparently Nightbot got ya. I guess so. I'm sorry. But you know what? I'm not gonna keep going into this. We could watch a whole 8.5-minute video about the EMT talking about what happened. But you know what? I'm not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. Instead, I want to talk about this trip that I really, 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 really want to go on. But it's really, 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 really expensive. Like, no way I am affording this trip at all. But I still really want to go. So, um, so I really want to go on this trip. Um, it is this out of space trip. Dead. Why is this going ridiculously? Okay. It is this trip. It's this tour trip. With, if you guys have heard of, it's on the screen. If you guys have heard of EF Ultimate Break, they're playing their commercials all the time. They're a guided tour for people 18 to 29. But I just found out about this trip. As you can see, it's called Ultimate Earth. It really is Ultimate Earth. Okay. They said, oh, she's going to space. I'm hitching a ride. A trip to where? A trip to everywhere, Lee. Boop said, wait, 1829, what? You ain't 16, 17? No. No, Boop. How old are you, Boop? Lee said, I see a zebras on the screen. That's a no from me. What's wrong with zebras? John said, dang, you nature crazy. Okay, there's one picture of zebras, okay? Welcome, Tessie. Tessie said, so what are we talking about? We just switched gears from Travis Scott news to traveling. I really want to go on this trip, but it's hideously expensive. So we're going to talk about it. Let me know if you want to talk about something different though, but welcome. So this is the trip. It is not just all zebras, okay? In case you want to look at other photos from the trip, it is literally everywhere. And I want to go. Like I said, it's called Ultimate Earth. No, I am not. If anybody's gonna make a smart comment, no, I'm not in any way, shape, or form being advertised. I paid for this. But so I'm gonna talk about it. Tessie says, how much does it cost overall? Minimum price. $15,000! I am ashamed I even want to go on this trip. Uh, Boop said, I'm older than you think, probably. Take a guess. I have no idea. I have no idea. You tell me. Jeanette said, I've only been to Idaho, Montana, and Hawaii. That's very random that you went to Idaho and Montana. What did you go to Idaho and Montana for? Um, Bobby said, traveling without us, all us old people. Bobby, how old are you? I thought you were closer to my age. Lee said, okay, Natty, world tour. This is 15K, that's pocket change. I'll take 2. Can you spread some of that pocket change around, please, Tessie? I'd really appreciate it. Lee says, what does that include? Let's see. Wait. Boop said, 1 Pop-Tart and a moldy piece of bread, take it or leave it. I ain't got 15K at the moment, honestly. Bobby said, fooled you. You didn't. I've seen your picture before. Lee said, that better include meals and someone to carry me when I get tired. What a mood. It does not include, what the hell was that? Does not include all your meals, which is another thing that fucking drives me crazy and does not justify the price tag for me, but it includes 5 billion fucking, flights. All of these flights. All of the flights. The Dragon Man said, you could buy another Harley for that. I know! I'm not buying it. I want to, but I don't have any kind of money for that. I have motorcycle payments to pay. Like, absolutely not. John said, whoa, Crystal, I'm so old. I remember when McDonald's didn't have a Big Mac. Jenna said, traveled through Idaho to get to Montana, lived there for about a year. How was it living in Montana? God. So, yeah, it literally goes everywhere. It's kind of insane. So you go from wherever you are in the US to Peru. In Peru, you go to Lima and you see Cusco, which is like, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I want to go here so badly. Like I want to go to Machu Picchu so badly and it's on the fucking list. So you'll be there for the first 9 days in Peru, which sounds amazing. Days 10 to 13, you're in England. Then you hop on a train, I think, to France. Then you spend a couple days in Switzerland where there's like an optional thing to go up into the Swiss Alps, which sounds amazing. And then you head off into Italy for 4 days, 5 days. 6 days? That doesn't add up to me, but whatever. You're in Italy for a few days. And then you're in Greece for 4 days. In Athens, and you go to see the fucking metropolis. Like, you get to see all of the fucking things, and you get to go to Santorini, which sounds amazing. And then you get to go to Dubai, which also sounds amazing, and it's been on, like, all of these places have been on my bucket list. And then the part that I'm sure Lee doesn't want, which is going to Kenya. But I think you get to go on a safari. Yeah. Yeah, you get to go on basically a safari, which I want to go on a safari so badly. And then you get to go to Thailand for a few days, followed up by more Thailand. Like you go from like mainland Thailand to the islands of Thailand, then Hong Kong, Australia, and that's when you finish up your trip is in Australia, which there's an optional trip portion that you can do in Australia. And that is what is happening? I'm not on the Twitch app. Hold on. Where's my phone? They got like a weird pop-up and I'm not sure what's going on. 1 second. I literally had my phone this whole time. Where could I have possibly put it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Don't mind me just going insane. He said, I will not be chased by wild animals. Okay, that's fair. And said, I'd go to Kenya and watch them with binoculars from a safe distance. Just then I said that, second that. Rightly, nice flyover. Um, you're so silly. Boop is so ridiculous. Let's see here. Where is my stuff? Oh my god, John, I don't want to hear it. I don't. This is none of my business. Lisa, I've been to Nigeria, saw a hyena, told my friends I'm never going back. What could have happened that went so wrong that makes you never want to go back? That's really funny. Um, it's kind of insane because so they tell you the general gist of what you're gonna be what was I gonna say? Words. They give you the general gist of like what happens, but not like the full point by point by point of like what happens every single day. And so I signed up for this thing to like see what the Black Friday deal is because I'm curious. If they somehow magically knock it down a lot, maybe I'll buy it. But like um I have no idea what's happening. Crystal sets out the naughty chair. I think it might be needed soon. Honestly. Oh my god. Lee, can you please give us this story though? Because I really want to know what happened with the hyena in Nigeria. That sounds hilarious. But so like I said, I signed up for this Black Friday thing, and so they'd send me a text like, hey, is there any information you need or whatever? Um, and so I was like, can you tell me what the like step-by-step points are? Um, and so they gave me all of it, and I'm really excited to like see it. It's like so much stuff. It's funny because she just messaged me again, which I wouldn't think. Um, but yeah, it's oh my god. Lee- you've been missing that John just out of nowhere will like go off like in the weirdest directions and we have to be like you need a timeout. Um so it's not that kind of naughty chair if you're thinking that. Um So they just like texted me again. Like I was like, it's 6:14 at night. I'm shook. Um but yeah, I don't know, maybe EF will see my stream and give me this once in a lifetime trip. um, I know exactly. Okay, John wanted to know if we knew about the Chris Watts case. Fucking hell, I know exactly who that is now. That really took me a second. That is such a fucked up case. Absolutely fucked up. Oh. They said went to my friend's village. I said oh because the ending of it was a welcome party for the family and there was hyenas off at the distance, but they feed them, so one came over and it was gross looking. They said it snarled and I was ready to snarl back, but they chased it away. Um, what the fuck? I wish you had video of this you could share with us. Um, so you're telling me that hyenas don't look like what they look like in Lion King? Let me see. I want to see how gross looking they look. Yeah, it's kind of gross looking. It's not no, that's pretty gross. They said, I think I have pics I'll try to find. Okay, I would love to see them. Yeah, that is like a pretty gross looking animal. I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes it's cute. It's pretty cute there. But sometimes it's real creepy looking. Why would you feed a hyena? Like it sounds like a bad plan. Unless it's to deter them from like hurting people. I guess this guy's friends with one. I don't know. Lisa, and they're bigger than I expected. How big were you expecting them to be? Ew. I don't like that picture. Lisa, that one looks clean. Those things in the wild are gross. Cressida Watts case obsessed 3 years ago. Johnson Cheetah will drag it. And is that true? That sounds fake, but also real at the same time. So I don't know. But like Kenya's not the same as Nigeria. I'm trying to salvage it. Oh, but okay, so what I was gonna say is like in Australia they have like a secondary excursion that like you could choose to go on, where you go to Bondi Beach and learn how to surf, and I'm like, of course I want to go to Bondi Beach and learn how to surf. What the fuck? What do you mean? So yeah, and on day 57 you go home. It's a whole long time. It's almost 2 months of travel everywhere. But like I said, it doesn't even include your food, which is like it's expensive as hell enough. You know what I mean? And like I have to consider paying for my own meals while I'm out there. I think they include breakfast or something. Um Okay, yeah. So, as per the website, you get again like the $15,000 with all the airfare and all the international transport on trains, ferries, private deluxe motor coaches, like, and you have a tour director and local guides, and you have all of your accommodations. Like, I can understand that. I mean, just on the airfare alone, like that's just expensive as fuck. Um, you do get daily breakfast, but then you have to figure out your own meals after that. You get welcome dinner with drinks and 3-course farewell dinner, and a halfway lunch celebration lunch. Um, okay, that's cool. I did not know that. You get a dinner in Dubai with a performance, guided tours in a bunch of places. You get an elephant encounter in Kenya, which I don't love that. Just because a lot of times they mistreat the animals, so I'd have to look into that more. A cruise in the Sydney Harbor, entrance to the Colosseum, the Acropolis, the Grand Palace, and other select attractions, which all sound dope as fuck. I would honestly love to see what it would cost for me to do it myself. Like, I would love to like sit here and do a stream with you guys and like parse it out. Like, okay, well, this is what the entrance fee for this would cost. This is what like doing surfing on Bondi Beach would cost. You know, this is how much all the flights would cost, and like figure out, could I do it for cheaper? I feel like that would be a really interesting video. But you don't get the benefit of somebody doing all this shit for you. You don't get the benefit of, you know, automatic friends group like going out there with you. You don't have the benefit of not having to worry about anything. Lee said, what are the reviews on this tour? Sometimes these tours don't go as planned. You might end up in a bunk bed in the hotel laundry room. That's fair. This company's been around for like ever. And all their reviews are really good. Like, I haven't seen anything bad from them. Literally the only review I've ever seen bad of theirs online was when COVID first hit and like the tours being canceled like that, and at the time they were only giving like credit instead of giving cash back, because obviously a lot of places were having to do that, because if not they would have gone bankrupt. That's it. Like, everybody else I've been seeing is like really, really positive, really happy reviews. Tons of videos of people going on trips. Like, I just saw one recently where this girl was talking about her trips, and she'd like already gone on 3 trips with them and wanted to go on another one. So it's like all I've seen pretty much is positive reviews from them. John said, have I been down to the Everglades? I'm from Florida, so yes. I've done a few times that I've gone out to the Everglades. I would really love to go back to the Everglades. Actually, there's like the last couple times that I went back to Miami, I tried to go do like an Everglades like airboat tour and stuff like that, but I just didn't get a chance to. But it's something I want to go back and do again. Lisa, okay, cool. So we're all going. Honestly, can we all go? Lisa, wild breakfast only. I know. It's $15,000. Like, what the fuck? John said, what about Alligator Alley? I have driven through Alligator Alley, actually. I just did that in July when I went on my like massive road trip that I still haven't put out any videos from, except for my packing video. Kill me. But yeah, what was I gonna say? I mean, one of these days, I've said it before, and like if you guys weren't here for that stream, like one day my like big goal is to be able to like plan a trip for everybody to go on. I've seen like one person do this, who's like a creator online as well, and like so it's like it is feasible to like plan a trip, do the whole thing, create my own tour and kind of a thing, and set everything up for everybody. That's my dream goal. So like if you guys are interested in that, keep hanging out. I mean, if you're not, that's fine too, but I would love for you guys to do that with me. But yeah, one day that's a big dream of mine, is to like organize a thing where we get like 10, maybe 15 people together or so, and like go on a trip together. Like, I organize everything, I get everything down for everybody. I wouldn't do the flight section. Like, it wouldn't be like this scenario where like this company is doing it, but like I would organize like the hotels and the meals and what we're all doing, and like the fun things to do. Like, I really want to do, I think like if I like when I do this, when I finally do this, um, I want to, I think the first one I'd probably want to do is Vegas, just because there's so many amazing things to see in Vegas, so many things that I love about Vegas. I'm dying to go up to Vegas. And it's something that we could do like either like a weekend thing or like a week thing, or like we could do like, you know, a weekend in Vegas. And then if people want to like extend and do like a whole thing, like a whole week long thing, you can, or you can just come for like the weekend thing and like go party with me in Vegas, and we can go see all like the fun stuff on the strip and stuff like that. And then like if you guys stayed, like if the people who choose to stay longer can go out and like maybe go to like the Hoover Dam and like the Grand Canyon and stuff like fun like nature stuff around. Um so that's like my dream ideal thing, my first trip that I want to do with you guys to plan out and like do the whole thing is a trip to Vegas. So I don't know. I would love to do that. Yeah. Jeanette said that would be fun. Lee said Rockstar's World Tour, first stop Everglades. LOL. I am not paying Crystal. That is not what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Like an organized tour where like everybody like obviously pays for their own thing, but I am the one that organizes everything and sets everything up and does all that sort of stuff. So Crystal said, "Smash those likes. I double dog dare you." Thank you, Crystal. I appreciate it. Please slash those likes. Slash those mics. What the hell? Am I okay? Actually, let's see. Let's see. How many likes are we at? Let's find out. Let's not blast my eardrums. We're at 2 likes. So if you want to help a girl out and smash that like button, I would really appreciate it. Danette said, Vegas is fun. We would have a blast. We really would. It would be so much fun. I'm not repeating what John just said. Absolutely not. I am not repeating that at all. What the fuck? Okay. I have some weird shit on my recommended. So, yeah. That is the trip that I want to go on. That is the trip I want to plan. Like I said, can you guys let me know what you guys think about like a new banner? You guys can see my. Can you even see my phone? Come on. Could you focus? Could you focus? You guys know. There we go. What do you guys think about a new banner? What do you think about me calling it like travel and true crime on the banner? What was I gonna say? Yeah. I'm like, I literally, it was funny. We started talking about the Vegas thing recently. Tanette said, what is the age group on here? I'm 55. I think it's all over the place, to be honest. And I think the age group is everywhere. But that's fine. Who cares? Who cares? That's totally fine. We all friends, even though we're all different ages. That's okay. But yeah, see, Crystal's apparently 42. I would have never guessed. And Crystal said, age be a number. Yes, over with a caveat. With a caveat, you know. But yes, age be but a number after like 18. Maybe like 21, depending on the circumstance. John said, I'm so old. I remember when you only had 2 choices, Coke or Pepsi. Okay, John. Okay, sure. We said someone in here is at least 200. It says a young 55-year-old, LOL. Mine did anyways. John said, okay, age is just a number. I'm number 24 then, okay? You're just saying you're 24 because I'm 24. But anyways, we have reached the hour mark, and I need to eat dinner, and I'm sure you guys do too. I'm gonna pull this comment really quickly. Crystal said, I've met wise 22-year-olds and I've met immature 50-year-olds. I agree with that. I've met immature 60-year-olds. Like, people who've never, ever, ever, ever done anything good in their life. Never grown up, never learned how to do anything for themselves. You know. So yeah, I agree. But yes, it is that time of the night. I'm gonna pull up Crystal's last smash those like buttons, because I'd really appreciate it. I think pretty much on here is everybody on here is subscribed to me, unless there's somebody who's like chilling in the chat who's not talking right now. But I think pretty much everybody who's on here is subscribed. So I appreciate it. I hope if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. If you haven't liked, please like. I will talk to you guys again tomorrow at 6:30. I don't know when my doctor's appointment is. I know there's one tomorrow, but I don't know what time. So I will let you guys know in the Discord when I will be coming on. Words. I don't have a plan for tomorrow because tomorrow was supposed to be my Vegas YouTuber stream, but I really, really want Project Achieva to be on that. So I think that I'm gonna wait and push that till next week, and maybe we'll just have another like chill vlog day again tomorrow. Because I think that would be fun. And I enjoy this. Like, we haven't really done this before, and this is like really nice. So let me know in the Discord what you guys want to talk about tomorrow. And I can't wait to see you guys again. Y'all are just going off in the comments. Crystal said, great live, Natty. Thank you for inviting us over. Everyone hit the like out the door. Thank you. So John, I'll get you next time. No popcorn for you. Just said, night, Natty. Have a good evening. I don't know what happened. I don't know if that was like an accidental upside down face. But thank you guys all for hanging out. Thank you, Crystal, Danette, John, Dragon Man, Lee. I think we had somebody named Dan earlier. We had Boop on. We had Tessie on. I want to say it was Dan. Is that correct? I can't find it. Dave. We had a Dave on earlier. So thank you guys all for hanging out. Thank you to anybody who's chatting with me. Thank you to people who probably watched and didn't say anything. That's cool too. I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and come on, hang out with us in the Discord. All right. Good night, guys.